The afternoon sun beat down on Mark and Sarah as they hiked the winding trail.
Hey, look at this, Sarah, a hidden path.
Mark stumbled upon a hidden path, almost invisible beneath fallen leaves. He pulled Sarah after him, excitement in their eyes. The path led to a clearing with a dark cave mouth.
Come on, let's check it out.
Mark grinned at Sarah. Holding his breath, he stepped inside. Sarah followed, her hand finding his. Their eyes adjusted to the gloom, revealing a cavern. A strange luminescence beckoned them forward.
Wow, look at that light. It's beautiful.
It was a pool of water, glowing with an unnatural blue light. Around the edges of the pool, scattered amongst the rocks, lay discarded items. Backpacks, faded and torn, their contents spilled out like secrets. Clothing, stiff and decayed, crumbled at the slightest touch.
Mark, I don't like this. These things, they look like they've been here forever.
Mark, however, remained oblivious to her unease. He was captivated by the pool, drawn to its ethereal glow. He reached out, his fingers breaking the surface of the water. It was icy cold, sending a jolt through his arm.
What do you think it is?
Mark shook his head, his eyes still fixed on the pool. He couldn't explain the pull he felt, the sense of yearning that welled up inside him.
Let's go, Mark. This place gives me the creeps.
But Mark was already stripping off his shirt, his movements eager, almost frantic.
Come on, Sarah, it'll be an adventure.
Sarah hesitated, her apprehension warring with her sense of adventure. Mark was already wading into the pool, his face alight with an almost childlike wonder. With a sigh, Sarah gave in. She peeled off her clothes and followed him into the water. The coldness took her breath away. She gasped, her muscles contracting involuntarily. Then a tingling sensation spread through her body, starting at her toes and radiating outwards. She looked over at Mark, and her breath caught in her throat. He looked younger, his features losing their sharpness.
Sarah, look, he exclaimed, holding up his hand. It was smaller, smoother.
Sarah stared at her own reflection in the water. Her face was younger. They were de-aging, the years peeling away. Panic surged through Sarah. This was impossible. She tried to scramble out, but Mark grabbed her hand.
Don't you see, he cried, we're young again.
But Sarah felt dread. This was a curse. She watched as Mark continued to shrink, his eyes wide and lost. He was no longer the man she loved. Sarah knew they had to get out, but it was too late. He was a young boy now, clinging to her, his small arms wrapping around her neck.
It's okay, she soothed, her voice trembling with fear. It's okay, Mark, I'm here.
But the water was rising, the pool seeming to deepen around them. Mark was a toddler now, his words jumbled and incoherent. Sarah held him tight, her heart breaking as she watched his confusion grow. He was losing himself piece by piece, his memories fading like whispers on the wind. She knew then that there was no escaping the pool, no reversing what had been done.
I'll take care of you, she whispered, her voice thick with despair. I promise, Mark. I'll always take care of you.
Her own body was changing, shrinking, but she clung to her promise, her love for him the only constant in the shifting chaos. The water enveloped them, sealing their fate. The cave was silent now, the only light the eerie blue glow of the pool. The discarded items lay scattered around the edges, a testament to the tragedy that had unfolded. The water was still, its surface unbroken. The cave was empty, save for a young girl, no more than 12, her arms cradling a newborn baby boy. She held him close, her face a mask of solemn determination. She didn't know who she was anymore, or who he would become, but she would keep him safe. She had made a promise.
The baby's cry echoed through the cavern, a single heart-wrenching sound, then silence.
The cave held its breath, the blue light pulsing like a heartbeat. The cave of eternal youth had claimed 2 more souls, their past lives washed away, their futures uncertain.